Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I hope you're having a wonderful day. For to me, it is a wonderful day. For I woke up in this energy. It wasn't a dream. It was just a set energy of fulfillment, of having all my wishes fulfilled beyond my wildest dream. And that my soul is preparing me for that experience for many years. But before that, I used to say, well, yeah, it is fine to have this dream, but it is not what I experienced down here. Well, now I know it is the part of the flow that it is here manifesting itself. So either we surrender to our soul or we continue to live in the drama. But imagination is very powerful. Imagination and creativity, everything. For first, God uses imagination and creativity to create the universe, nature, and so on, and all the beings that. But after that, all that we have here is the production of the creativity and the imagination of humankind. And so continue to cultivate your imagination, think good thoughts, positive ideas, and everything, because everything is a potential. When we imagine something, it is a potential. And so my master God explained to me, if we can dream it, it is possible. But can we dream it? Can we envision this world of peace, this world of joy, this life of abundance, this life of sharing the perfect clean earth where everybody has all they need, not anyone to be excluded from that, for that is the outcome of the process of the golden age. It's like everybody will be completely fulfilled and will learn from that. For all life is a learning experience. All of it will continue no matter where we ascend to. And so even on paradise we'll realize we have completed the level. Now God will send us to a new level of reality and service. For it is important to simplify as much the teaching as possible. I have a friend with many of you know, maybe somebody. I keep meeting him on the astral plane. He's a good friend for a long time. His name is Albert Einstein, and he used to say that in order to explain something simply, you have to integrate it enough. If it's not integrated enough, you have to go through a very complex intellectual process. But if it's integrated, you can teach it to a child. And so it is important to continue to cultivate, to integrate the learning lessons that we've been taught. And focus on joy and happiness. For me, it is really what I see, and the acceptance of that. My soul, for many years, have been preparing me for that. Also, to become our soul, to accept our soul as our primary identity. It is very important. And before that, I wanted to say that when we met an actual potential, we align into a higher timeline, and so it is important to stay in the acceptation of the higher timeline. And when we become our soul, it's like it's like intellectually, a lot of people will say, yes, I want to do that. The soul is an eternal being that has no limit. It's beyond man, woman, race, beliefs, all that. It is an eternal being of love and light. Soul, spirit, God it's different, but it is one thing. If you find your soul, you will find your spirit and God. And so, but the thing is to find the union between the condition of the past, all the history of the past of our consciousness, and the unlimited perfection of our soul. And so it is really what is our true identity. We need to integrate our soul, and we have a soul group, a monad, a family of souls that are guiding the flow of our life. And once we find the closer connection to our soul, we'll begin to start feeling the presence of those loving beings that are part of our group soul. It is a wonderful experience. Yet the ego will find excuses not to resist the presence of love, and just do not be surprised if your ego doesn't say yes, but. So the ego will insist on staying in control until it releases the process to God, to the spirit, to the soul. For the love of the soul and the spirit and God is a birthright. It is a lot of things we need to work to acquire, to fulfill or whatever, but that is a birthright to all living beings. It's just a matter of consciousness, acceptation, and working with reconnecting with the frequency of our soul. And so for all the spirits in the universe that are working with us, go between us and our soul, us and God, which is quite the same thing. Once we find our soul, eternal soul, it's a glorious being. Our soul is we all have this glorious soul, and so we are that glorious soul. and there's only one soul in truth, the soul of God. And so all the spirits are intervening between the guides and so on, so that until so we can align our consciousness down here with the plans of our soul. And so, and very soon all the crystal will use crystals for all kinds of things as we move into the crystalline field. From the 5th to the 15th dimension, they are crystalline field, and we're gonna have a crystalline body. So crystals are very here an assistance. Put crystal in your water, put crystal in your bath, hold crystals all day, wear crystals, communicate with crystal, learn to open them, to close them, to communicate. It's very subtle, and to follow the path of the soul is something subtle. It means you can think you're there, and then the mind will take us out. But it's already be aware that we're out of alignment will allow us to let go and surrender and return into alignment. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. It is great joy, great celebration, and the works. I'm going to finish with the song that talks about imagination, that talks about imagining a world where people living for today, where the people are living life in peace, sharing all the world. There's going to be a redistribution of wealth and the world. We have to continue to cultivate this connection, this vision of a perfect world that we're getting ready for, and not to be distracted by all of the narrative that is from a lower frequency. So this song is a very spiritual song. It's written by an atheist, nevertheless, named John Lennon. It's called Imagine. Send blessings to him. We welcome him here. It goes like this. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Ooh, 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 ooh. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Ooh, 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 ooh. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. For the world is, let us make it already as one. Well, we sang John Lennon for those beautiful songs he left behind. And so I wanted to come and say hello. I wish you a wonderful day. Let us prepare for this, to stay in a receptive mode, to continue to integrate the highest version of ourselves each and every day. And I will return shortly, hopefully very soon. It's going to be really very different. Like so much is about to change forever. And for the better. So it's like, let us be ready for that. Thank you very much, Salat.